all meats are not created equal.
Yeah, that's true. I'm sure. Chris, seemed like tonight you guys barreled up a lot of baseballs. Even a lot of the outs were loud. I mean, what did you see from the dugout? And
Well, I thought we had some, their starter was really good and had some really good numbers coming in. I thought we did a nice job. 2-out hitting tonight was huge for us. We haven't had a lot of that this year, and I think every RBI Kellum drove in was with 2 outs, and he had another really hard hit with 2 outs with Rise On. So, yeah, I was really pleased.
Last week, I think he was down in the count and came out swinging and had a big base hit, and that kind of broke him out of that slump. How have you seen him kind of get out of that and really have a good approach at the plate the last couple of weeks?
He's just been working. We could tell in practice. So just when we got to Tulane, it really and probably in Pearl he looked pretty good. We played him in Tulane, and he's just taken off. He's a really good player. So the game kind of goes like this, and he's just he's kept his head down and worked and done a nice job.
What's it meant for Preston to provide consistency in innings and the length that you kind of wanted?
I thought Preston was good, especially after the rough start. I thought Cam James made a really nice play in the first to keep the first inning in check, and then I thought Preston settled in and pitched really well.
You mentioned that Cam James throwing that guy out at second base. Is him playing in the outfield, is that something you could see for him long term?
Yeah, he could. I mean, he could play third too. I mean, we're just trying to get the next bat in there, and Slade Alford's had some really good days, and we feel like Slade's not going to be the guy to run out there and play. So Cam can do a little bit of everything. So we kind of matched it up that way to get Slade in the lineup tonight.
What'd you make of Slade? I think he had 3 walks today and good approach.
Yeah, I thought he had a really good approach and made a nice play in the field, and he's a really good hitter, a young hitter, just needs opportunities.
Coach, Pico was able to get out of that 8th inning with bases loaded without giving up a run. How big is that for a young guy like him in that kind of moment?
Well, I think it's huge, and he makes it actually a really good pitch, and we're out of position defensively on the Lewis kid. We should have turned that double play and got off the field. So he's, it's kind of a jam we created, and then he works out of it, which was huge. Pico's really talented. We're going to need him a lot.
Yeager's been coming off the bench the last few games. What went into that move?
Just trying to get him in at bat. Just trying to get him in at bat there.
Seems like Luke is still kind of filling up the box score now that he's going to lead off. He's knocking in runs. He's scoring runs. I mean, it's like you finally kind of got that situation resolved. How would you kind of characterize where that is?
Yeah, he's, that front of the lineup's kind of solidified now. I talked to the kids today in here about, our back end of our lineup having some success and having some guys on for those guys, and I thought they did a great job tonight too. But we're still figuring out a little bit, but I like what Luke's doing to start the game.
Any update on any of the?
Oh, we'll probably know something Monday. So getting some second opinions and different things like that. So we should know a little bit more on Monday.
How do you feel like your team has handled that? Kind of not knowing what's going on, that sort of stuff, and who's going to be around. How do you think they've handled it?
I think they've handled it pretty well. I think that the first couple of days was probably pretty tough for everybody. So, but I think they've handled it pretty well, and it's next man up. Nobody feels sorry for us. I promise you that. So, I tell them the only one may usually feel sorry for them is their mama. So, and that's nobody else, no opponent. Everybody likes to see us. A little bit struggling. So, we got to respond.
Seems like Nadir Lewis may be one of the better hitters that we've seen so far this year. I mean, I know you've studied him a little bit too. His approach to play pretty impressive for a.
Yeah, it's a couple really good at bats early. Really good at bats, and he was when Preston was really sharp. He was on every pitch, and so he's a really good player, and he's hot. Good player, and he's playing well right now. So it's a tough combination.
Just for clarity, you were talking about Landon earlier, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And so Cage tomorrow, and then TBA will be Sunday morning.
We are. I don't know if y'all have heard. We are not playing tomorrow.
Yeah.
So we're playing 2-11 on Sunday. So 9-inning game, first one, and then 30 minutes, and then a 7-inning game.
You think it helps Cade to be on the same days of rest now and not shorten him a day, or?
Well, we've already shorted him because we bullpenned him thinking he was throwing Saturday. So it's really now he just gets to back up one, so he'll be fine. But it's just I don't think the real field gets over 30 tomorrow. So it's just. Where we're at, putting our guys out there and risking injury is not smart on our end. So, and they have the ability to play true on Sunday. Some travel teams don't, but they have the ability. So, we'll play those games in.
Anything else?
Thank you all.